Australia is often called the land of stories. Its legends range from the Dreamtime tales of Aboriginal peoples, explaining the creation of the earth, rivers, animals, and laws, to modern myths of bush rangers, ghosts, and mysteries that haunt the land. These stories are not just entertainment. They carry the wisdom of ancestors, warnings about nature, and lessons about how to live in harmony with the land. Here are 10 of Australia's most powerful legends. Story 1. The Rainbow Serpent, creator of the land. Perhaps the most famous Aboriginal Dreamtime story, the Rainbow Serpent, is a powerful spirit that shaped the land. As it slithered across the earth, it carved out rivers, valleys, and mountains. It is both a creator and a destroyer, bringing fertility and water, but also punishment to those who disobey the laws of the land. This story remains central to Aboriginal spirituality, symbolizing life, renewal, and respect for nature. Story 2. Tiddalik the Frog, the Thirsty One. Tiddalik was a giant frog who drank all the water in the world, leaving rivers and lakes dry. Animals suffered from thirst, so they plotted to make him laugh. The eel danced, the wombat rolled around, and finally, the platypus appeared. So strange that Tiddalik burst into laughter, spilling all the water back into the land. This story explains droughts, floods, and the importance of sharing resources. Story 3. The story of Uluru, the sacred rock. Uluru, Ayers Rock, is one of Australia's most sacred sites. Dreamtime stories tell of battles between ancestral beings such as the Kunia, Python woman, and the Liru, poisonous snake people, whose struggles left scars on the rock's surface. For the Anangu people, every cave, crack, and ridge of Uluru carries spiritual meaning. The legend teaches respect for sacred places and the memory of ancestors. Story 4. The Bunyip, monster of the Billabongs. The Bunyip is a fearsome creature said to live in swamps, billabongs, and rivers. Descriptions vary. Sometimes it looks like a giant seal, other times like a dog with a long neck. Stories of the Bunyip were warnings to children not to wander near dangerous waters. The legend represents fear of the unknown, caution, and the mystery of nature. Story 5. The Seven Sisters, the Pleiades in the Sky. Aboriginal peoples tell the story of the Seven Sisters, a group of ancestral women chased across the land by a man who desired them. Escaping into the sky, they became the Pleiades star cluster. This myth connects the earth with the heavens, showing how stories and constellations guide Aboriginal life and navigation. Story 6. The Yowie, Australia's Bigfoot. The Yowie is a mythical hairy giant said to roam the outback and forests. Similar to Bigfoot or the Yeti, it is described as tall, ape-like, and mysterious. While some claim sightings, Aboriginal legends describe the Yowie as a dangerous spirit that hunts people. The Yowie reflects both fear of wilderness and fascination with the unknown. Story 7. The Firebringers, How Fire Came to Humans. In one Dreamtime story, fire originally belonged only to the crocodile. Humans lived in cold darkness until a group of clever animals, including the hawk, stole fire and brought it to the people. This tale explains the origins of fire-making and teaches sharing, survival, and respect for the gifts of nature. Story 8. Ned Kelly, the Outlaw Legend. Not all Australian legends are ancient. Ned Kelly, the bush ranger of the 19th century, became a folk hero. Wearing homemade metal armor, he fought police in his final battle. To some, he was a criminal. To others, a rebel against injustice and poverty. His legend represents rebellion, defiance, and the struggle of the poor against authority. Story 9. The Min Min Lights, Ghostly Orbs of the Outback. In the vast Australian desert, mysterious floating lights called Marksteer, Min Min lights, are said to follow travelers at night. Some believe they are spirits of the dead. Others say they are natural gases or optical illusions. The lights symbolize mystery, fear of the unknown, and the thin line between science and spirituality. The Story 10. The Great Emu in the Sky. Looking at the Milky Way, Aboriginal people see not a pattern of stars, but the dark spaces that form the shape of an emu. The emu in the sky legend connects star patterns with the behavior of real emus on Earth, guiding hunting and seasonal traditions. It shows how Aboriginal astronomy blends myth, practical knowledge, and cultural identity. From the rainbow serpent to the bunyip, from the Seven Sisters in the Sky to the outlaw Ned Kelly. Australia's legends capture the mystery of the land, the power of nature, and the spirit of its people. Aboriginal Dreamtime stories are not just myths, they are sacred truths, teaching humans how to live in harmony with the world. Modern legends like Ned Kelly and the Min Min Lights show that storytelling continues to evolve. Together, these tales make Australia a land where the ancient and the modern, the real and the mystical walk side by side.